Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to iReady Lesson 7, Video 4, where we are adding two-digit numbers. So we are going to go ahead and hop right in to our example. It says Lucas had 47 rocks in his collection. He got 34 more rocks. How many rocks does Lucas have now? Again, I know it's me saying it over and over, but we're going to read that one more time and circle our parts and underline what it is asking us to do. So Lucas has 47 rocks in his collection. He got 34 more rocks. How many rocks does Lucas have now? So if he got more rocks, does that mean I am adding or am I subtracting? I'm adding. So here is what we have for our first strategy to solve this problem. It says that you can count on by tens and ones to add. So what that looks like is they drew 47. So we had 4 tens and 7 ones. But then look at where they started off with the next number. I see 1, 2, 3 tens and 4 ones. But what did they start counting by after 47? They started adding 10 each time. So after 47, if I'm counting by tens, 47, 57, 10 more is 67, 10 more is 77. So there's all of our tens. And then we count on by 1. So after 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. So this was 34, but what they did was that they added their tens to 47 and then counted on their ones. And so altogether, Lucas had 81 rocks. All right, 13 says, Bailey sold 12 flags at a parade. She has 14 flags left. How many flags did she have before the parade? Ooh, so let's read that again. It says Bailey sold 12 flags at a parade. She has 14 flags left. How many flags did she have before the parade? So it's not asking us how many are left. It's asking for us to find how many did she start with before she went to the parade. So before she went to the parade, she had 12 flags. So the number 12 is made up of how many tens? And the number 12, look at our first digit. We have 1 10 and 2 ones. So 12. And she had 14 flags after the parade. So that means that we are combining how many she sold and how many she had left to find how many she had at the beginning. So she had 12 plus 14. And 14, how many tens do I have? I have 1 10. And how many ones? 4 ones. So I am going to use this strategy to see if it's a strategy that works best for me. I'm going to try this out. I can try new things even if they kind of scare me, right? So even though this is kind of scary, I can still use the strategy to see if maybe it works for me. So 12 plus 10 more. So if I add 1 10 to 12, it's going to turn to 22. So 12 plus 10 more is 22. And now I'm counting by ones. So 22, one more would be 23, 24, 25, 26. So friends, what I did is I did something that I'm not really a big fan of because we counted the 10 more and then our ones. Now, this can work sometimes, but let's say you have a problem that looks like this. Let's say I see 12 plus let's say 19. I know we had 14, but if you have a problem like this on a paper or on your iReady test, or maybe you are practicing at home and you see something like this, you're going to have to remember to start with your ones place. Why? Because if I have 9 ones plus 2 ones, that's going to be 11 ones. I can't start by adding my tens because I have to think about how many ones I have. Because if I have 11 ones, that means I have a 10 in the ones place, and tens hang out with tens and ones hang out with ones. So in 2 plus 9, I would have 11 ones, which means I would have one that would hang out, and then I would move my 110 up to the tens place. So friends, when you are adding groups of tens and ones, this strategy works if you are just showing it as a picture. But if you are solving an equation that looks something like this, you always start with your ones place. So how many flags? So all of that to say, how many flags did Bailey have at the end? She had 26 flags. And I'm going to make sure to use a topic-specific word. We talked about that in reading. I have to tell 26 of what? She had 26 flags. All right, let's move on to 14. It says Corey used 47 blocks to build a tower. Then he used 28 more blocks to make it bigger. How many blocks did Corey use altogether? All right, so I'm going to go back because this is a word problem. I always read my word problem more than once, so I know exactly what I'm going to do. So Corey used 47 blocks to build a tower. Then he used 28 more blocks to make it bigger. How many blocks did Corey use all together? Ooh, I heard some words that already told me I am adding. That is right, friends. We are adding because I know my two parts are 47 and 28. Now, there are words that told me that I am putting those together. I'm not comparing them. I'm not finding a missing part. It says, how many did he use all together? All together is a key term that tells me I'm putting two parts together. All right, so for 47 plus 28, I'm going to show a different strategy to do this problem. You are more than welcome to use what strategy works best for you, but I'm going to show you a different way to solve this problem. So 47, and I'm going to show you two ways, actually. We know we're adding 47 plus 28. There's one way to show it. Another way to show it is to split our numbers into tens and ones. So in 47, I have 4 tens, which is the same as 10, 20, 30, 40. And I have 7 ones. In 28, I'm going to split it into my tens and my ones. In 28, what number would I line up with my tens place? I would line up 20, right? Because in 28, I have 2 tens, which is the same as 10, 20, and 8 ones. Now, I'm always going to start with my ones. So 7 ones plus 8 ones is 15, plus 40 plus 20. So I have 0 ones and 40 and 20, and 4 tens plus 2 tens equals 60. Now I have an uh-oh. Everyone say uh-oh. I have a big problem here because in my ones place, I can only have up to 9 in the ones place. If I have more than 10 in the ones place, I have a group that does not belong. In 15, I have 1 10 and 5 ones. In 15, what is going to stay in the ones place? The 5, right? Because in 15, I have 1 10 and 5 ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my 5 ones, and I'm going to move 10 up here because 10 plus 5 makes 15. So now I have 10 plus 40. 4 plus 1 is 5. So 1 10 plus 4 tens would be 5 tens. So 50 plus 20. 5 plus 2 is 7. So 50 plus 20 is also 70. Now I can solve my tens plus my ones. I have 75 blocks. So friends, I showed how you can break your parts into those tens and ones. This helped us visualize, it helped us see that I cannot have more than 9 in the ones place. I can also show this in a different way. Now, if I am just looking at my problem as 47 plus 28, I always start with my ones place. Say that with me. I always start with my ones place. So in 7 plus 8, we had 15. We cannot have 15 in the ones place. So my 5 ones hang out with my ones, and my 110 can move up to my tens place. Now I can add all my tens together. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 2 more is 7. I got the same answer, but this showed how those numbers are split into groups of tens and ones. All right, let's go on to 15. It says Jenny got 53 points in her first card game. She got 38 points in her second card game. What is the total number of points Jenny got? It's another word problem, so we're going to read it again. Jenny got 53 points in her first card game. She got 38 points in her second card game. What is the total number of points? So total is the same as saying the whole. So I am finding the whole of how many points she had all together. So my parts are going to be 53 because that's how many she got in her first card game. And how many did she get in her second card game? She got 38. All right, I'm going to show this. Let me think. I think I'm going to draw a picture for this one. So 53 plus 38, and I'm going to draw it over here. You are more than welcome to use whatever strategy works best for you. So in 53 plus 38, in 53, I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. In 38, I have 10, 20, 30, 3 tens, and 8 ones. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm going to put those together. So I have 3 plus 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Uh-oh, but we will come back to that. 10, 11. So I have 11 ones altogether. And I have 5 plus 3 is 8 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm not done, right? Because we have a problem. I have something that does not belong. I have a 10 in my ones place. Ones hang out with the ones and tens hang out with the tens. What we can do with this is we can change our 11 ones to a group of 10 and 1 left over. So now that I have my group of 10, they're gonna go with their friends, the tens. And now I have 9 tens and 1 1. So now I can solve it up here too. This shows a picture of how we can solve this. So in 3 plus 8, we had 11 ones. So our 1, 1, and 11 will hang out with the ones. My 110 will move up. 5 plus 1 is 6, and 6 plus 3 is 9. So 91 is the number of points she had. Ooh, Brady chose A as the answer. This answer is wrong. How did Brady get this answer? So friends, look at what we did right here. Let's pretend that Brady, our friend Brady, he knew that he could only have 1 digit in the ones place. He can't have 11 in the ones place. So he kept the 1, but what did he not do with his group of 10 in the ones place? He didn't move it over. So he kept his 1 1, forgot to carry that 110 and kept 5 plus 3 tens. So how did Brady get his answer? He didn't what? What did he forget to add? He didn't add the 110 from 11. All right, Smarties, I hope that you are keeping that growth mindset. I know that I showed you different strategies, but think about which one works best for you when adding two-digit numbers. All right, Smarties, as always, keep that growth mindset. Good learners do hard things, and happy learning. Bye, guys.